Your ex was not crazy. They were just manipulative. And I think that's something that you have to see for yourself sometimes. Sometimes it takes you allowing them to hit your head against the wall 10 million times for you to actually start hitting, like it starts clicking, like maybe you're doing this intentionally. I don't think that this is a mistake anymore. I don't think that you don't know what you're doing because you keep doing it. And I've said, over time after time, I don't like this. You keep doing this. This keeps happening and it keeps happening. So I'm starting to, every single time I have to tell you it and it happens again, my trust that you actually don't know what you're doing goes down even more. And as a giver, as somebody who's very empathic, it takes us getting to that point where we almost have to hate the person in order to separate ourselves from them. We allow ourselves to continuously get hurt by the person because we want to love them or hope that they will change, or something will become a better situation, when in reality they understood exactly what they were doing, but they also understood that you were going to stay. A narcissist or a manipulator, they're not stupid. They understand their manipulation tactics is working. And when they can look at you and see clearly that you're falling for their bullshit, there's nothing within inside of them says I need to switch this. If anything, it says I need to double down because something in here is working. And if you're dealing with an insecure man, anything's better than something. So he's going to take the insecure woman. He's going to take the low vibrational woman over the one who knows clearly what she's worth and what she's capable of every single time, because it is a manipulation tactic. You see, when that man was gaslighting you, when that woman was gaslighting you, when they were telling you that something wasn't what it really was, when they were looking you dead in your eyes and making it clear that they couldn't give a about telling you the truth, or truly making sure that you felt seen and valued. Every single time you sat there and you were like, okay, every single time you sat there and accepted that bullshit from that person, that was another instance or another opportunity for them to look at you and laugh like, haha, you aren't smart enough. You haven't clicked on yet. You haven't realized what the I'm doing. You still think that that's what you're worth. You still think that this is what you deserve. And crazy enough, as a man, if you think you deserve that, we gonna treat you like that. If you don't think that you worth, there's very little chance that a man's gonna walk up to you and treat you like. Do you get what I'm saying? He's going to treat you like exactly what you perceive yourself to be, because that's gonna be the energy you give off every single time. We got to stop sugarcoating things and giving people grace by saying, oh, they're crazy, oh, they have mental health issues, oh, that's just who they are. No, that no, exactly, that's exactly who they are. They're a manipulator, they're a liar, they're a covert, whatever the these are. They're whatever. They're nothing good. Exactly, that's who they are. They aren't crazy. They aren't a manipulator on accident. The fuck, they understand that what they're doing, that they're lying. Nobody lies on accident. I want you to very clearly understand that nobody lies on accident, and nobody tells a half truth on accident. When somebody's actually telling the truth, and when somebody actually wants you to understand what's going on, they tell you every single piece of the equation so you can see it from a higher perspective and you can make a logical, grounded decision in yourself. Anybody who's telling you half of what the happened, anybody who's sitting there lying to you, they don't give up about you. They don't love you. They don't care about you at all. And it's not that they're crazy. They're doing this intentionally. They know that they're leaving pieces out. Why do you think they left those certain pieces out? Because if they told you those certain pieces, that would crumble everything. They know to get under your skin. They'll know it would make you crumble, so they keep this to themselves. These people are not crazy. These are not crazy. They understand clearly what the hell they be doing to you. They understand clearly what they're doing, but it's up to you to get to the point where you're like, I'm done. It's up to you to get to that point where you're like, I'm not doing this shit no more. I understand what you're doing. You see, it's a cold game when the empath sees clearly who the narcissist is. That's going to get under their skin like a, and it's going to change the trajectory of that empath's life, because that's a core spiritual lesson for every empath. Every empath in this lifetime is going to run across one narcissist, because it is going to teach them the core principles and the core lessons that they needed to not get their empathy over for the rest of their life. It's going to take one person showing you what people could possibly be capable of. It takes that one person to show you, wow, people could really be evil. I have to be more intentful with how I give my energy. I have to use more discernment. I have to trust my intuition and not subject myself to situations that I see clearly is some bullshit. It takes you going through it. It takes you getting hurt. It takes you getting manipulated for you to finally know what manipulation feels like, and then for it not to happen. If you've never been manipulated, if you've never been gaslit, if you've never been made to think that you were crazy, you would never know what it feels like to have somebody make you think you're crazy. You will not know when you're being gaslit and manipulated because you never had it happen to you. So that is a core foundational trait in every human being. You got to get drugged through that mud. So for the next time you understand clearly, this is a sign that you're trying to take my mind. This is a sign that you're trying to lead me down a path that I don't want to go down. This is a sign that you're about to on my self-esteem. I'm about to go somewhere else. You start reading the plays quicker, and the quicker that you can start reading plays, the quicker you just start ducking it. Not just, you feel me? Because it's like, I already see you about to do it. I already see what's about to happen. Move on. Keep it pushing. And then align with the people who are also on that frequency. Because baby or man, I'm telling you, when you run across somebody who is actually on the frequency that you're on, they're not going to dub you. They're not going to throw you to the side. I promise you. They will be there. And they are going to see you. And something's going to come from that every single time, because you guys are moving out of aligned, loving, healed energy. Anything that's manipulative, anything that's not true to the intent from the start, you're going to find out sooner than later. It's never going to get good. It's never going to get better. When you're dealing with a manipulator, a liar, or a narcissist, or anything like that, the relationship will always get better. The best parts of your relationship will always be when you guys first met. There will be no other positive progression. It would be continuous. At year by year, you saw your self-esteem get shitted on and go lower every year, little by little. It never got better. That's a sign you're dealing with a narcissist, liar, manipulator, or anything along the line. But typically the narcissist falls under all of that. So be very careful. Be very careful of the people that you love. Be very careful of the people that you give your attention to. And when you see a red flag, call it a red flag. When you see a cat, call it a cat. When you see a notebook, call it a notebook. Are you getting what I'm saying? When you see a manipulator, call it for what it is. You are manipulating as and move on. With that being said, this message right here was a little bit spicy, but I feel like I had to keep it real. You know, some of my videos, I got to keep it real with y'all, because that's the only way that y'all gonna feel me sometimes. So with that being said, though, I do love you guys. I do love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you guys are healing. You guys are outside enjoying your life and doing what you need to do in your day-to-day life. This life ain't no game. There's a lot of blessings. There's a lot of opportunities, but you have to be at the mindset and the perspective and the self-esteem to actually take a hold of it and go after it. So I'm gonna say it again. I love you guys. My books is down in the description, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.